beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The madman. The madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, viewers. This is just a quick video before I run some errands. It's pre-recorded. I'm going to do more of these. Shout out to member Rhea for wanting OnlyFans. I am going to do all types of content. So one of the content that I want to focus on, and this is my template for Movie Madness reactions because I react to hot takes. I tell you if the Movie Madness is warranted or if they're shilling towards a false narrative. That's what I do here. But this series, I just wanted to show you guys because also in the comments section below, I want all my international friends and people that are not, and viewers that are not even members, our friends that are not members. It's not a requirement to be able to request content as well. So Mad Max Mailbag is back. What you can do is because positive content is hard to get searchable in the algorithm. So on the OnlyFans series, put mailbag question or topic, and I will cover it. If you have questions for the members or for me for the members only stream tonight, where all it means is members only are on the stream, and they get to speak with me privately 30 minutes before I go live if they have any questions, concerns with the content and what I'm doing, or just want to shoot the shit. But this series here is about celebrating fandom, bringing the fans back to fandom, and this is all about Jessica Henwick. She is going to be the breakout star in Matrix 4 Resurrections, and I've been going back and looking at her back catalog of projects. I want to go back and watch Iron Fist Season 2. That's going to break my heart if she can't come back to that. I have a whole MME episode dedicated to Matrix 4. Let me see if I still have the image. Yes, here we go. And we're going to react to some partial parts of interviews with her. And yes, OnlyFans is not going to go anywhere. This series is to give you positive content and say, you know what, if you're a fan and you want to be a fan and you want to support creators, actors, actresses, and creative people, this is the series for you. So without further ado, let's get to this quick interview here that I found on, what's the channel? I just subscribed. I'll thumbs it up here. Marvel Entertainment. So it says, and the reason I was looking up this interview was I wanted to, see, because I know from Iron Fist, she can do stunt work. She has some abilities. And what I also wanted to see, I'll bring up an article too on Love of Monsters. I don't think it's the best movie ever, but I think it's fun in the world it creates. I definitely want a sequel. So let's hear her talk. And yes, hearing her talk, I am even more of a fan because she hides her accent well in her acting. You'll see what I mean here. Let me get to this here. Go back a little bit. Okay.
You have learned how to use a katana. You have trained in using a bow stick. I think a lot of people don't understand, like, each one of those takes a certain amount of
completely different
training and muscle memory, but also, like, Choreography.
And again, thanks to Sword of Power Rhea for suggesting this type of content. I'll also do OnlyFans live streams for every viewer, just as, you know, more self-reflection, and, you know, topics can be considered, but try to keep it positive on that series. All right.
Right.
My mum was really keen on me dancing, so I did a lot of dance growing up, and I think that's really what has helped all of these different things, because I'm not a good katana user, bow staff user. I'm not. I don't have 20 years of experience in it, but that foundation of dance means that I can pick things up very quickly. So I learned choreography. Yeah, I always say I'm not a good martial artist. I just learn choreography very quickly.
So wait, so what kind of dance?
Everything.
I love it. I mean, I don't want to be, you know what I mean. I'm an instant fan now. I want to support young, talented women in the industry, especially that can, let's cancel that false narrative that women can't be strong and do amazing things with action. Now you'll hear the typical, well, aliens and Terminator and stuff like that. But no, there's a lot of women that have a lot to offer, and I think she is going to be a megastar. I can't wait for The Matrix 4, mainly to see her character. Here's a question for you viewers. Are you more excited to see Neo come back? Or are you more interested in the new characters? I'm more interested to see her character arc, honestly. And I think that's where it's going to go. We just know the typical talking points that may result from that. But we got Neo's story. Of course, we want it to continue. But I am good with the handoff. I am good with the handoff to a new generation.
With my school, you had to start in ballet. And then eventually I did tap and I did disco.
Wait, disco was
it was a class. It was a class. I guess now it should have been called street dance, but for some reason our school didn't call it that. They just called it disco. It was bad. It's really bad. And the thing is, my teacher was quite mean, and she would drill these.
The other point of this showing these interviews is I will link them in the description. You could go check it out, because I'm also going to show part of another interview, because it's very interesting, because she was in full Matrix mode filming, and she did an interview for Love and Monsters.
Into me, so I still remember this really bad routine. I don't know if I should say it, but do it. But she would yell, because we're children, so she'd come up with ways for you to remember it, and so it was like hand, shoulders, hands, sparklers, hand, shoulders, hand, sparklers. I remember the whole routine.
Oh my god!
I don't even remember the names of people I worked with 8 years ago, but I remember this routine that I learned when I was 9.
It's stuck in your head. It's muscle memory.
Yeah, it's strange.
Okay, all right. So that's all for this one. Let me bring up the next interview and then an article. This is to be a fan of Jessica Henwick. And her forward momentum is being a megastar for real. And I do want Love and Monsters too. I really do. All right, let's get to the next. I'm only going to show a minute of the interview because I want to also get to the article. And tell me if you in the chat, in the comment section below, let me know if you've seen Love and Monsters, or if you missed it, or if you're planning to. Tell me if you're planning to check it out based on my recommendation of being a fan of both her and monster movies and fun action summer, adventure films. All right, let me bring this up here. This is apparently, comicbook.com. Check out this full interview. I'm only going to show a real quick clip. This is Dylan O'Brien, also from Love and Monsters. He's mainly the main character. And there's a dog. If you like dogs, if you like animals, that's a good film too. The dog is another star. It really focuses. Well, I don't want to give spoilers, but check it out. Here we go. Oh, wait. Let me make sure I brought in the sound because, all right, the sound. All right, here we go.
Bring my best supporting character to the interview.
And let's start by talking about one of the best characters in the whole movie, which is, of course,
Hell
Boy.
yeah. Hell yeah.
That was Nova. That's my little girl Nova. But so you guys worked with a dog named Boy. What is that like on set? How do you what changes on set when you're working with a little pup?
So happy we're talking about this. Well, first of all, it's like it's yeah. I mean, like you have like.
Look at her hair though. She's in full Matrix mode. I can't wait for this movie. I can't wait. I'm such a fan of the Matrix and her. And I'll be honest. I've done a lot of. I'm so sick. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, okay? But I'm frustrated with people saying the Matrix 2 and 3 were not well done. They could have been better. They're not as great as the first one, but they're still very good sequels. It's a very good trilogy, and I highly recommend it, and I cannot wait. All right.
Like this dog around, you know, two of them, actually two, there was two, Hero and Dodge. And they're just like, yeah, it's just like, it's actually incredible how often I emotionally leaned on these dogs, you know, like I would just go and roll on the ground to them whenever I was like tired or something, and they would just lick my face. And there's also something like super incredible about how like, there's like, they're not like allowed to, this is terrible because I love them.
Oh, I want to hear,
much.
I want to hear Jessica. Sorry.
Awful.
Sorry, Dylan.
He's a really. was I on that show?
He's in The Walking Dead. I was like, dude, I loved you in Walking Dead. He's like, say what?
was I on that show?
Character in The Walking Dead. He's like, I got no idea what you're talking about, man.
That sounds very accurate.
Yeah. He. That's such a great way to describe him. He really.
I'm sorry. I'm
nonstop.
sorry, viewers. I should have watched this ahead of time. Let's get to Jessica. Come on.
I wanted to know, was any part of that thing really there, or are you guys kind of looking at things that are just completely non-existent?
There was a tennis ball on a stick. And then there was this blow-up crab that we had sometimes.
Yeah, they would drag out this gigantic blow-up crab that they ordered two of.
Now they're talking about the monsters in the film. If you know, sometimes these monster movies can have really generic designs. Not so in this movie. This movie has great character designs, great monster design. That's the other reason I recommend it. Besides her. I'm okay with Dylan O'Brien. I'm not like a huge fan of his. I am of Jessica and monster movies and creature design. If you're a fan of creature design, check out this movie.
From China, and like it was like to take a reference. Sometimes like it would obviously never be there when we were shooting, but it was hilarious that it even existed. But that whole set was real. Like they like made that whole beach set. So
on Kong vs. Godzilla.
Oh wait, this is good. This is good because she was cut out of Kong versus Godzilla. So I really want to hear her response here, and then I will link again the full interview to check it out. I really wish I could see her in Kong versus Godzilla.
No, so I actually didn't interact that much with the monsters on Godzilla versus Kong.
That's fair.
But with my experience on that was similar in that it was a mixture of practical and CG.
Yeah, very cool. Well, listen, we don't want to get you in trouble, so I respect it. And so, watching the beginning of this movie,
release the Henwick cut of Godzilla versus Kong. Am I right? Am I right? All right. So that's all for the interview. Let me get this off here, and then my OnlyFans template here, and then I'm going to get to this article here. Listen, I want to know from you, again, if you're planning to watch it, and if you think that the success of Matrix 4 will make it more likely or less likely that she'll come back to this movie or this series, Love and Monsters. That's how you can support it. You could go watch Love and Monsters and Matrix 4 and help her star rise to the top of Hollywood. And it's great for representation as well, which as fans, we should be for representation of every ethnicity and persuasion and, lifestyle. Really. If you're a fan, you should be for that. Cancel that narrative too. All right, Love and Monsters. This is according to Digital Spy. The big returns would be Dylan O'Brien as Joel and Jessica Henwick as Amy. But really, the key one would be the return of Boy, the dog. Quite frankly, without Boy, we're not interested in a sequel. Assuming it follows on directly from the first movie, we should also see Michael Rooker back. Yes, Michael Rooker was also really great in this first film. And Minnow, Ariana Greenblatt as Minnow, as well as people from Joel's Colony, such as Senny Pretty's Karen. Yes, that is another reason. And I'll also link this article too for if you want to become a fan of something. I'm going to provide the links in the description of the series so you could go do some research, have some fun, and bring the fan back to fandom. This is also a great Michael Rooker film. He's not usually a main actor, but he appears in a lot of great content that if you're a geek or a nerd or a fan, if you don't want to be called those things, you probably are a fan of Michael Rooker. A great film for his catalog too. Check out this movie. Tell me what you're looking forward to for Matrix 4. Suggest in the comments section too, what is on your radar? What have you become a fan of? Or what do you want to become a fan of? And support this series by smashing the like button. More to come, fans. I'll see you later. Check us out on the stream later tonight. Questions, concerns. Have a good one.